A couple claims that their holiday Jamaican vacation, or let's just say they claim that their Jamaican holiday was ruined after checking into a particular hotel. And as a result, they said they wanted to leave by day three. Pardon me, by day three. Tyrone Bowman live. In a moment, I'm going to show you this couple, but I'm going to get this article started. Now, this article was written for the Mirror by Chris Slater and Natalie King. So, what's going on here? What are they alleging? Lucy Houghton, who's 39, says the hotel she stayed in was, quote, filthy, end quote, and had broken furniture, and that they resorted to eating out half the time they were there. Now, that's what they alleged. A Manchester family have been left devastated after they said their $12,000 luxury getaway to Jamaica turned into an ordeal. They described as a nightmare. Lucy Houghton, who's 39, recounted what she said were the horrendous conditions at the five-star resort where she alleges the buffet was filthy, with broken furniture, forcing them to dine out for half of their stay while they were there. They allege upon arrival, they say they found dirty rooms, one of which they allege had such a bad odor that it was nearly impossible to breathe in it. With a young child in tow, the Houghtons claim they were further troubled by relentless fire alarms throughout their stay. Lucy and her husband, Zata Hilton, who was 30, splurged $6,000 on a 2-week all-inclusive vacation at Royalton Negril, Jamaica, to introduce their 4-month-old son Leo to his Jamaican relatives. Now, thus far, they've done nothing but complain. So joining them, Lucy's parents, Sheila Hoy, 69, and Graham Hoy, 68, also invested $6,000 hoping to delight in their grandson's first overseas experience, reports the Manchester Evening News. Now, I don't know if this is Jamaican money, because it has a different, a different sign there, or American money. Let me show you this couple. So I'm going to show you a picture of the couple. Lucy Houghton, 39, and her husband, Houghton, 30. So this is the couple that's doing all this complaining here. Let's leave this up for a moment. Look at him and look at her. They're doing all this complaining. Let me take a brief break and I'll be right back. Tyrone Bowman Live. I'm talking about a couple who went on a Jamaican holiday and stayed at a 5-star luxury hotel, and they said that their holiday was ruined. So this is according to the article. The 5-star resort promises to give guests a luxurious experience, mouth-watering gourmet meals, and superior friendly service at every turn. But Lucy said it was a nightmare from check-in. Our room was dirty, she continued. Mom and Dad's room was horrendous. It stunk so bad you could barely breathe. The shower door was broken, the couch was broken, and the TV was broken. So this is what they say their experience was like. So the buffet's condition, with what she said, where it's unkempt floor and damaged fixtures stunned her further. The floor was dirty. It was unbelievable, she added. Lucy recounted the holiday nightmare, detailing what she said was the appalling state of their accommodation. The grills were thick with grime, and the microwaves looked like they'd never been cleaned. Despite opting for an all-inclusive package costing $6,000 each, the family chose to dine out. We would never usually eat out because it was all-inclusive and we paid $6,000 each, but we were scared to eat from the buffet, so we ate out several times. All right, I'm looking at some photos here. Wait a minute, let me see the first one. So they said they complained about this. And then they complained about the buffet area, they said. I guess that's the buffet area. She also claimed there was a distressing incident involving her son Leo on the second to last night. The same fire alarm was going off at 11 p.m. We thought they might be testing it, even though it was a weird time. The fire alarm in the room next door was going off constantly. Well, my question to the couple is, why didn't you just go to a different hotel then? Or why didn't you request to just go stay in different rooms? Why all this criticism when I've stayed in some hotels in America that's filthy and dirty? I'll put it this way. I was the best man for my best friends at his wedding in the hotel that we stayed in. It was horrible. It's disgusting. You know what we did? We went to, I'm not going to give the store no props, but we went to a store and we got all the cleaning supplies and we cleaned everything ourselves. Yes, we did. So why didn't the couple just go to a different store? So our fire alarm, she said, was going off every 10 minutes from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. They came and removed the bit that makes the noise, which is dangerous, she added. The situation escalated, affecting the entire family, she said. Leo was screaming, so he had to wear ear defenders, and we sat on the balcony until 5 a.m. Some issues are small, but together they're a problem because we were stressed. Satara and I were arguing. Well, you should have just went to a different hotel. This whole thing, I think personally, was blown out of proportion. Oh, so there's Leo's parents with the newborn baby. So according to the article, her parents were also affected by the ordeal. My mom and dad were so desperate to go home from day 3. The trip was meant to be special, as they had saved for a year to introduce Leo to his relatives. The booking was made through TUI, who informed them 2 months before the trip that the hotel was downgraded from their Platinum collection. It assured that the expected 5-star facilities remain unchanged. Well, you know what? You should blame the tourist person who booked you to where you be. As soon as he told you that everything was downgraded, but yet, because you chose a Platinum collection, then why didn't you just not go? Following their complaint, the family rooms were cleaned and they were offered an alternative room. They were also offered complimentary beach cabanas with waiter service and a discount voucher as goodwill gestures. The couple have been battling for a refund for the cost of their hotel stay, but claimed the travel company has refused to budge. Well, it's the travel company's fault. It's not the fault of the hotel management. I think I'm gonna change the title of this video in a minute. And I'm going to change the title of this video. Lucy expressed her frustration, saying, they said there's nothing they can do. The response is disgusting, but I'm not shocked by it. It was our first family holiday, and we were so looking forward to it, but it was horrible. She says, I felt terrible for mom and dad. Mom, where's she from, England? Pardon me, the UK, as they now call it. And I felt responsible because I recommended it. My husband is so upset. I got a stale taste in my mouth with Jamaica. Knock it off. And that's his home country and my son's heritage. Hey, bruh, let me holler at you for a minute. You were born and raised in Jamaica? Then you, of all people, should have made sure that your wife and your in-laws and your child were comfortable. You ain't a stranger to Jamaica. That's your native homeland. But I see what your problem is. I understand. Because you're acting brand new because ... You should have said, you know what? I got this. I'm going to handle this. These are my people. I'm from here. I know how to talk. I'm going to speak. I'm going to get rid of all this proper talk and speak in patois so they understand. And all this stuff could have been alleviated. All you had to do was handle your business like a man. And then your family would have been fine. So she said she'll never use that travel agency again. She said that's the only company that flies from Manchester to Jamaica. So she came from Manchester, England, to Jamaica. This trip marked Lucy's fourth visit to the hotel. Well, what the? And she claims that it's deteriorated since her last day in 2021. Well, if you've been there on 4 different occasions, what the heck are you complaining about, woman? You should know everybody over there, and they would have accommodated you. I think you just want to raise some hell, personally. That's what I believe. I believe y'all blew this whole thing out of proportion because I've known too many people, personal friends of mine, they're going to Jamaica. They said, Ty, you got to go. They've had a wonderful time. They never had a problem. They never had a problem. A couple I know just recently came back. They said it was the experience of a lifetime. I said, would you go back? They said, most definitely. They enjoyed the concierge services. They enjoyed the beaches. They enjoyed everything. It's one of the most exhilarating times in their lives. So I'm going to change the title of this video in a few moments. You know. Oh, so now she says, Jamaica is the best Caribbean island. The people are friendly. It's authentic. And there's loads to do. But this has put me off. Your behind will be back because your husband's from Jamaica. That's his native homeland. And let me show you this dude. I know he ain't acting new. Let me magnify this photo. I want to blow it up. I know this brother is not acting brand new. I know you're not acting brand new. You from Jamaica? You were born and raised in Jamaica? You could have stopped all this foolishness. It was her, that one, that was constantly complaining. I bet you any amount of money it was her. And he was too scared to stand up and handle it. I ain't gonna be talking about Jamaica, not on my watch. And the people that I know are from Jamaica. They're my friends, my associates, and I have tremendous respect for them. So I'm gonna get ready to go. I'm getting ready to change the title of this video because y'all falsely claimed that Jamaica treated y'all wrong, and you're both liars. Never surrender, never quit.